So, I am Felicia. I have been playing RPGs and tabletops and LARPs for about 10 years now. And I have a game that I run as well, which you guys may or may not have heard.
Go ahead, plug for it. What's the name of your game? What's it about?
Page Turner, a RPG set in a fairy tale world where, crazy shenanigans happen. Everybody laughs and cries and nobody dies yet.
There were some moments there.
Yeah.
So, who do you play in the trash campaign?
I play the most sweet, adorable, innocent baby bean. That is Aria, an Eladrin bard who is the adopted daughter of a witcher who was a previous character that I played in a game that is sadly not recorded.
Yes, and all of those statements are in fact facts. They are not opinions or hyperbole. But this is your second campaign playing with me, right?
Yep.
How do you expect your character to change and grow throughout the campaign?
Well, I hope she becomes less fucking naive. God, I hope so. But I expect her to become more confident and more, in her own, because right now she's an insecure, naive, little sweet thing that you're just like, let me hug you. Please just let me hug you.
And what's her relationship with the rest of the party and the world?
From what I've gathered, her relationship with the party is, mostly all family. Amelia is her distant cousin. Nick is her, adopted, actual cousin. Everyone in this family is adopted, for the most part. Except for Amelia. I feel like she's the heart. She's definitely the heart. And her relation with the world is, she's entirely too well connected that she's related to a lot of people. That whole school's my uncle's. I have cousins all over the world.
Yeah, okay, so you could stand to be a bit more specific, as far as how do you deal with the other party members? How do you what's your stance on Bowen or Nick, whoever comes to mind specifically, and then as far as the people of Alaria, and I guess an intro to what is your character's place. What is your character's place in the scheme of things? Okay.
Her relation to Amelia is they're like sisters. I've always felt like they may be distant cousins, but they're close enough to feel like sisters. Bowen is like that older brother that you sit there and poke relentlessly and just argue back and forth, but if someone tried to hurt the other one, immediately go to arms to beat their ass. Nick is the brother that tells you to do bad, that gives you bad advice.
Yeah, Nick is quite the character.
Yeah, and her place in the world is she's gentry, basically. Low noble, has some standing in high society, even though people look at her like she's funny because it's an Eladrin on the prime material plane. And all else want a banger.
So that leads in quite nicely to my next question. What does she look like?
Ah, yes. Tan skin. She is 7 feet tall, fairly skinny, with long, bright red hair that has a slight curl to it. She has purple eyes, and usually wears flowy yellows and blues and feminine clothes in general.
Okay. And what made her want to become an adventurer?
Well, her mom runs an adventuring school.
I guess that's enough said.
She wants to be like her mom. She desperately wants to be as good as her mom.
Whenever it comes to combat or difficult encounters, what is the kind of role that Aria plays?
Support squishy. She is magic. Yes, she can fight a little bit. She was trained to, but her primary focus is magic. She tries to make sure that people don't die. She's not quite, or not yet anyway, quite a healer per se, but she's there to buff people and help out where she can, mainly with magic. Because she's a bard.
Okay. And now perhaps a question that should have been asked a long time ago. What is her deepest desire? What drives her? What gets her up in the morning? Or at the very least, what is it that she sees in her hopes and dreams?
Well, I mean, her family is a really big drive. But she wants a fairy tale happy ending. Because she's sweet, naive, and innocent. And, she wants a story like her mom and dad.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Well, thank you for answering the questions.
And we will see you on the trash can page.